I want to welcome everybody to the group. We've got a lot of new people. It's been awesome. I want to make sure that everybody gets up to speed on this. We got to prepare for this upcoming bull market. So obviously we've been in a 15-month downtrend. So we're fortunate enough right now to have a lot of these altcoins popping off. I've had some new people come into the group and say, "Hey, Chris, how does this work?" So make sure to watch your welcome video. Basically in the announcements channel, this is where I'm going to post all the announcements. So a lot of these chart setups are getting posted in here. So make sure you're in this group, CBC patrons as well. That's where the general chat group. And then there's a VIP, which is a CBC trading talk only. Okay. And then, so make sure you're in at least two of these groups. If you're VIP 49 or up, then you'll be in the trading talk. If anybody wants to upgrade, you can just go to Patreon and you can upgrade to VIP. I'm going to be posting all the watch list. The coin watch list will be posted in VIP going forward. Whenever I have an idea or a thought, possibly I want to talk to you guys in the future about it, I'll basically come in and I'll link it in the announcements channel. So that's just my way to just record things for myself and useful information for you guys as well. So just to take a look at these charts real quick. So I want to talk about ADA. Also, real quick on these announcements, you can go back in time and you can search the past week. So the person that asked, how does this group work? Well, you've got to go, number one, you got to go to Coinigy.com or TradingView.com. You've got to set up a trial account there. You can change emails after a month, and then, you can even swap back and forth. So you can, kind of manipulate it a little bit until you see the value before paying $20 a month. So as soon as you start making money, it makes sense real easy to pay for one of these. I like Coinigy. I use Coinigy. Some people like TradingView. Both work. They're about the same. So you can go back and you can look at a week's worth of, or a month's worth, or 6 months worth of data that's been in here. And so it's really important to go through and check out these charts. For example, here's a wax setup that was posted the other day. So you can pull this chart up. You can read kind of the notes real quick. Talks about a double bottom. And then what you want to do is you want to go into Coinigy and you want to take a look at what this chart looks like now and see, has it broken out yet? Okay. Now it's real important. You see this white number over here. If there's a white block around it, that means it represents this white line. So if this was a yellow line, it would have a yellow block around it. This green number right here means the current price right here. Okay, so that's your current Satoshi level. You're basically looking for, this is an Eve double bottom, very bullish for wax. So you want to go back through and you want to check these. So I'll show you in a second a real easy way. You're going to set price alerts at these levels that you can actually get alerted. You can even set it up to get alerted if you have a paid $20 a month plan from Coinigy. You can have it message your cell phone. It'll send you a text message. That's also an option. So this strategy has been working out amazing. Like, we have a ton of people that have been thanking me, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out, via messages, emails, and thanking me for the trades that you're making now that you've never made since you've been in crypto after sustaining a bunch of losses. So to me, that tells me the group is working very well. If you just came into the group and you haven't made any trades yet, that's fine. It's perfect. You want to take your time. Learning right now is the most important thing. These setups are going to get more and more and more over the course of the year. We're going to have such an amazing year. This year, the market's not even going to really do what it's even going to in the year after that. But this year is going to be great because at some point this year, Bitcoin's going to bottom out. Maybe it already has. Maybe it hasn't. I feel like it might test 3150 again. I don't really know as far as the time frame goes. So Bitcoin just has a tendency to retest lows. And so I feel that's a possibility. Can this change tomorrow? Yes. The thing about TAs, we have to basically change with the data that's given to us. So Bittrex, wax chart looks pretty good. The Eve double bottom, it doesn't really matter. Adam's a V, Eve's a U shape. The herd chases these green candles. So new people come into the group and they're like, "Hey, should I buy this coin? It's green. It's up 20%. It's up 30%. I talked to a patron tonight and he made a ton of money off of, I believe it was GRS. anyways, off of a pump. Okay, so I talked to him. He made a ton of money, and he said, you know, looking back, I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, I made about $2,000, and I probably shouldn't have done that. And then the next time he knew better that, yeah, it's a little bit too risky. And so these pumps, you can make money on them, but you can lose money quick. So you just have to know that. The key is, if you are in the institutional smart money investor class, you're going to see this double bottom as soon as it starts to get a rounded bottom right here, and you'll possibly pick up an entry to that. Okay. Now, it's very safe when you're up here. And so with you guys, a lot of people in the group have lost a tremendous amount of money. So I'm posting a lot of safe trades. It's possible to make more money if you start to enter down here, because you see it's going to be probably a double bottom. As long as Bitcoin acts right, we're good on this. But I just want to make sure that you're taking the right approaches as far as risk goes. Now, so again, you're going through here, you're looking at patterns. You could go back in time forever, you know, since the beginning of the group. This is like a book over here. You can kind of just see how everything's progressed, different setups, and you can go through. There's a watch list right here. You can go through and check out all those coins, inverse cup and handles, all these double bottoms. They have double tops, triple bottoms, and learn how they play out. There's just a wealth of knowledge and information in here. So when somebody asks, how does this group work? You got to first know that this announcement channel is everything that I'm sharing with you guys, and it's all information that it's taken me a year and a half, 2 years to kind of acquire this knowledge, and I'm able to kind of put it in compact nutshell for you to just learn real quick and easy. So that's where this group benefits you very fast. So use this as a tool. CBC Patrons group, just real quick. This is where everybody's chatting. There's a lot of just chatter. You know, I want you guys to have a good, you know, get along together. Obviously, that's important. Cohesiveness, working together. This is a very positive group. If somebody comes in the group and they're negative about stuff and getting, you know, upset about things, they'll be removed from the group. No questions asked. You know, so I really want to kind of promote everybody works together type unity in the group. So that's important. Now, ADA is breaking out as we speak. This is a 4-hour chart, so really it's happened probably over the course of a day and a half. So you got a double bottom. Okay, it's breaking out and you're looking for a retest. Potentially this, so you'll draw these patterns and you'll look at it and you'll look at it. And now if you were to reanalyze this pattern, you could potentially say that this could have been the point of breakout. There's technical reasons why these charts and these patterns exist and they work. And it has a lot to do with support and resistance. But the patterns is just an easy way for us to recognize these playing out. So if you look and you hit Alt, you click on the chart, and then you hit Alt H, and that's going to draw this horizontal line. And again, over here it marks it at 191 Satoshis. See that? So you'll know if these are marked, you'll know immediately, here's this level. So possibly what could have happened here is you had this break to the downside, and then this is pretty good support and resistance level. You know, you can see here basically it was rejected. If we slide it up a little bit, it was rejected here, came up, broke through here. There's probably good volume. If we turn volume on down here, good volume, punched it through and broke through. You need this volume confirmation. This volume tells you that everybody else sees this pattern too, and they're playing it, and that's why that volume comes in. Okay, so you got to use volume. It's a huge asset. It's very important. Everybody's throwing up these RSIs and MACDs, and that's fine. I would get to that later. Volume, support and resistance. I've got videos on that. Now to stay focused and going forward. So potentially you could have had your breakout already, and this could be your retest, and it is a retest. And so you have to kind of look at these charts really close. You go to the 12-hour or the daily, and it's going to look completely different. But for intents and purposes, let's just say that this was the breakout point, because you look how much resistance right here. See each one of these wicks right here? To move your chart around, you can click and hold, and you can move it wherever you want. You can click over here and you can scroll up and down, and that will compress and expand it. So you want to be able to see your candles. And then you can click here and then mouse button wheel up and down, and that'll kind of spread your chart out. So right here you can see this got rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. That's very good resistance. So you had to get some big volume come in and push it higher. So let's say you bought that breakout. We could still potentially get a retest of this level. Okay, and that's going to be the best time to buy. This retest right here, which if you look, you'll get an impulse wave and a move lower. Impulse wave, and potentially we get a move lower here. Now, when you get that impulse wave and then that retrace will possibly have this support in common with this resistance, and that makes this a good point for this retrace to stop. Now, without going into it too much to confuse people, you can buy this retest, and this is good, okay? And then I talk about, I'll give you guys little notes. This is important. There's a lot that goes on in these charts, and I could take a chart and talk to you about it for an hour. Watch, 4 or 6 of these charts. What I would do is write them down on a piece of paper or get a whiteboard. They're $10 at Walmart. Get a whiteboard, and you can even make a little right next to them. So you write down, basically what it is. So this is ADA. So I'd write down ADA, and then just as an easy fix, so in your mind, just when you look at it, this is essentially a double bottom. So maybe just put a double bottom. Make up a symbol for it, a double bottom, double Eve, double atom, double top, cup and handle might be this. And so what you're checking on these charts. I wake up first thing and I check charts. For me, I'm trying to get charts out to you guys that you haven't seen yet. Possibly other ones have broken out. I'll have more time in the future. I'm working on some admin help, getting somebody to help me with a lot of the administrative tasks. So a lot of things are going to change for the better. So I appreciate your patience. Alerts are going to be the key here. You want to do things on your own, you can do so. So up to this set alert, you just drag this down to it, okay? And it says alert me when the price falls below 12.24. So let's say we want to move it up a little bit more to about 12.29. Then it's really important. You have to go to confirm alert right here, okay? Confirm alert. So this is set. You'll see this little blue box over here. This is set, okay? And then you can go in. If you click this over here, it'll take you to your alerts, and then it'll have a list of alerts right here. And now you can set your default sound. You could make it. I'll probably make mine air horn. Must be the money. When you hear that going off, my computer's going to be just wake up, and you got to get this trade. So that's part of trading. Like if you have a set schedule where you work during the day, it's understandable that you're going to be limited as far as these trades you make. So you're going to want to look at trades that have a longer midterm type of run-up potential. And so we're going to deal with those as well. But it's important that you understand the basics of of all this, because these cup and handles or these double bottoms could play out over the course of 3 weeks potentially. And we'll go over some stop limit, stop buy, stop sell orders that will help you work around it. Now, over here is also pretty cool. If you want to buy, and obviously you wouldn't want to do this, but buy the all-time high of ADA, you could just click this and it'll set an alert for it. You want to buy the monthly or set an alert for the monthly high, the weekly high, probably better yet, the weekly low. This is 1,085 Satoshis, your monthly low. So if you get back down to that level, it's going to alert you. So you go through these charts, you look at them, you set up a bunch of alerts. Your computer's going to alert you. Your phone's going to alert you and tell you what's going on. Now, if you pay for Coinigy, you can go up to apps. You can click this and it'll take you, and there's a little SMS alerts. You can actually click this and it will send you a text message when your alert goes off. So again, very handy. This is going to give you everyone the ability to basically play these retests and buy these breakouts real easy. You can look at a chart one time and say, when you get to this level. Now, mind you, if you were doing this, you're going to get, remember how we talked about all these wicks right here? Your alerts would have went off 8 times, so you wouldn't have slept very much that night. You'd be running, and that's just part of it. So that's why the strategy of kind of working together and watching these, if you're only dealing with a handful of alerts on these charts, 4 of them, 4 different charts at a time, and you got another person watching another 4, and maybe a third person watching another 4. And you kind of work together on these. Institutions have roomfuls of people that look at these charts all day long, possibly all night long in crypto. So we have to kind of work and think like institutions and smart money. Get away from chasing these green candles. There's a lot of times where if something's up 20, 30, 40%, yeah, it's top heavy. Could it continue to run? Sure. But you could also lose a bunch of money. The key is right now you do not want to take any losses. Okay, so someone talked about trading ranges. So let me just talk about that real quick. So you can trade ranges. The thing is, these patterns are a lot more, they're safer, period. So if you want to trade a range, potentially you could mark here. So you got your range, you could mark it right here with click your left button, mouse button, Alt H, and then your upper range potentially is going to be right here. And let's say you've got some more. So basically these are lines of resistance, 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 support, support, support. Okay, so basically you would trade this range, right? And you can do that. And essentially you're gonna, buy at the bottom of the range and sell at the top of the range, and you can do so. There's more risk here. Whereas if you buy in the breakout of these ranges with a pattern behind it, it's a lot lower risk. Also, go down to your RSI and go to this cogwheel format, and then go to style, and then use yellow or white on this. Because when I'm skimming through these charts, I can see them a lot better. Also, change your price line on RSI to 80 and 20. All right, and so what that means is, and I've talked about this before in quite a few videos, but just to recap, when you get below the 20, you'll get typically a bounce. And this means a bunch of people sold really fast and it's now oversold. So down here is considered oversold. If you get up to the top, it's overbought. And what you'll notice with the price action is you get down here, you'll get a bit of a bounce. So here you got a little bit of a bounce. And I've talked about this time and time again, but if your price action is declining, right? And then your RSI is inclining. See that? All right, so this is called bullish divergence because these don't match up. The underlying strength of the move, the RSI, is increasing. Your price is decreasing. So that means your underlying strength is increasing. It's bullish. And so what you got is this bullish move to the upside. It basically telegraphed this move higher. Okay, so this move was telegraphed because the underlying strength was increasing and the price was decreasing. So these are things you got to look for. I'm going to make a separate video on the MACD, but in essence, this happens on the MACD as well. And so it was bullish divergence right here as well. Okay, so basically the MACD lines was a increasing line or an uptrend versus here was a downtrend. So you had bullish divergence here and here. So these are good factors to see an uptrend in the price action. I had a person that was trying to buy some theta and they were all tether. And there's only, I think the exchange he was trading on only had BTC theta trading pairs. So it's important to know that if you only have BTC trading pairs and you have USDT, you have to go from USDT to Bitcoin and then buy theta with Bitcoin. And that's the advantage of the USDT trading pairs, is it's a direct shot. You only make one trade and you save those fees. NEO real quick. And I'm going to make another video right after this. So this is NEO. And so again, I've actually went over and set a price alert. So just to show you how to do that again, you're going to go to price alert here a little bit higher because you see where these wicks keep tapping it. So maybe you want to put, and it's going to be an alert when I purchase it. And then you've got to click confirm alert. Don't forget to do this or it won't work. Confirm alert. And then again, you can go, you click on this tab over here, toggle panel. And now I've got two NEO and one was posted previously. But if you want to cancel this old one, you can just hit this X. Are you sure you want to cancel the alert? Yes. You want to make some notes on it. You can have notes here. You want to have your default sound alert. Okay, that means you're making money when your alerts start going off. You can use Binance for alerts too, if you want to have the Binance app alert you, but these alerts are going to be, you just got to keep track of these charts. Pick your 8 favorite charts that you're looking at, 8 best setups. Go back and look at the best setups that I have that haven't played out yet. These cryptos that haven't popped yet, they're going to pop. Okay, so NEO, you got a double bottom, okay? The way you figure the target is the distance here, okay? See, I already drew that. And then Whenever you want to duplicate something, all you have to do is hold down the control key and you move it, and it makes another one. Whatever line, it will make another one if you click on it and drag it while I'm holding the control key down the entire time and just clicking and dragging it, and it will duplicate it. So if you're using these arrows over here, I like to use these a lot. You can just put one arrow, and then you want to mark some places, and I'm just holding the control button down, and I'm just clicking on it and dragging it off of it, and it duplicates it. You go over here, you can hit the trash can over here, and it's going to wipe your chart clean. If you don't want to wipe your chart clean, you can just hide all the drawing tools. So you got all kinds of stuff on here, and you don't want to delete it, you just want to hide it for some clarification. You can just hit this hide all drawing tools. Some people talked about a tip bot. I think it's a good idea. I'm looking into that. I'll talk to you guys soon.